In late June 2025, Dr. Neha Gupta, a 36-year-old pediatrician from Oklahoma, decided to take a 4-year-old daughter, Arya Talati, on a short holiday to El Porto, a quiet neighborhood near Miami in Florida. This wasn't just any vacation. Gupta booked a private rental home, one specifically equipped with a backyard swimming pool. A strange choice, considering she later told investigators she could not swim at all. What began as a mother-daughter getaway, a nice holiday, ended in national headlines, with Gupta accused of ending the life of her daughter and staging it all to look like an accidental drowning. Hello, I'm Jackie and welcome to The Jackie Show. Today we're going to the United States in the state of Oklahoma, and this is the case of Dr. Neha Gupta. Grab a drink and let's dive in. Dr. Gupta was once respected in her field, a children's doctor at Oklahoma Children's Hospital and an assistant professor at the University of Oklahoma. She presented herself as a devoted mother and a well-spoken professional. But behind that image, authorities say, was a woman deeply entangled in personal turmoil, personal problems, marital problems. At the time of the trip, Dr. Gupta was going through a tense and bitter custody battle with her ex-husband, Dr. Surab Talahi. He is also a physician. The couple had been separated since 2022. Sources close to the couple say arguments over visitation rights, parenting style, communication breakdowns, and a lot of other problems had created a toxic environment. Court documents suggest the relationship between the two had grown hostile. Neha wanted to have sole custody of her daughter, but the court refused to give her full custody and gave them split custody. On the night Arya passed away, Neha and Arya checked into the holiday home on the 26th of June, and Neha later told police they had dinner around 9 p.m. She claimed that she and Arya slept in the same bed that night. At around 3:20 a.m., Neha heard the noise and woke up, and when she looked, she saw that Arya was missing. She rushed outside and saw her daughter floating in the pool. Neha said she tried to save Arya, and then she called 911 at around 3:30 a.m. She says she waited 10 minutes before she called because she had been trying to save her daughter, although she says she cannot swim. Emergency responders arrived quickly. They pulled the child out of the water and began life-saving efforts, rushing Arya to Jackson Memorial Hospital. At 4:28 a.m., Arya was pronounced unalive. At first glance, it seemed like a tragic accident, but within hours, investigators started spotting inconsistencies. The hospital performed an autopsy on little Arya. The result was shocking. Arya did not drown. There was no water found in Arya's lungs or stomach, a clear sign she did not drown. She had bruises on her cheeks and cuts inside her mouth. Doctors believe she may have been smothered, as if someone had covered her mouth and nose. Another thing, Neha said Arya ate dinner, but Arya's stomach was empty after being checked. So, was she already unalived before 9 p.m.? The examiner concluded Arya was already lifeless before entering the water. And again, her stomach was empty, contradicting Gupta's claim that they had eaten dinner that night. Neha was going through a tough time. She and her ex-husband were fighting over custody of who would raise Arya. And just a few weeks before the trip, Neha had been fired from her job at the Oklahoma hospital. That means that when she went on this trip, she was out of work, in a messy legal fight, and totally alone with her child. She also did not tell her ex-husband she was taking Arya out of state on a trip. Once doctors confirmed it wasn't a drowning, police started looking closer. They checked security cameras, travel logs, and Neha's phone records. They found no signs of anyone else at the house, just Neha and Arya. That's when the police theory changed. Maybe this wasn't an accident. Maybe Neha unalived her daughter and put her in the pool to hide it. On the 1st of July 2025, U.S. Marshals arrived at Neha's home in Edmond, Oklahoma. Body cam footage captured the moment they broke down the door and found her hiding in the laundry room. She was handcuffed and arrested. She was charged with first-degree murder. Neha has since been extradited to Florida and remains in jail without bond. Neha's lawyers asked the judge to let her out on bail, but the request was denied. The court said she might try to run away or hurt herself. She is now in Miami-Dade County Jail, waiting for her next court date, which is on the 7th of August. Neha's lawyers say that she is not guilty. They say she is a grieving mother and that it was all an accident. They say the police are making too many assumptions too soon. But then the facts are serious. The autopsy report, the missing dinner, and the timeline all point to something much darker. Now the world is asking, why take a child to a house with a swimming pool if you can't swim? Why go alone during a custody battle? Why lie about the dinner if Arya hadn't eaten? Was this about pressure? About fear of losing custody? Or something we still don't know? Only one person knows the full story, and that is Dr. Neha Gupta. She lost her job, lost custody, and now she may have lost everything. But the real loss is Arya, only 4 years old. Justice, we hope, is coming.